Welcome back to the 2022 Battle at the Bluestone course preview. Today we will be checking out the back nine. This course is a temp course located at the Bluestone Industrial Park for a tournament on July 23rd. We'll start with hole 10, par 3. Just one tee for this hole, and it will be 175 feet. You can see the view here from the tee pad. You've got a line on the left hand side or a line on the right hand side. Going down the right hand side, you do have water that plays OB, and if you choose to go down the left side, there is road that plays OB over there. And as we approach the stake where the basket will be located, you can see the guardrail behind the basket. That leads to road that will play as OB as well. And checking out the view back toward the tee pad. Hole 11, par 3, 1 tee, also plays at 146 feet. Nice little short hole, good ace run. It is a little difficult. You can see from the tee here, there is a sky hyzer route on the right hand side, or there's a pretty wide opening down the left hand gap there. And just as the last hole, the water goes through the middle of this hole, and it does play as OB if you land inside the water. I do apologize for the edit here. There will be a bridge on tournament day, but it was not built yet when I did the filming. And as we approach the top of the hill, you can see where the basket will be located. It's right on the edge of this hill here, making it a little tricky. You could possibly have rollaways that go all the way back down into the water. Hole 12, play as a par 4. From the long tee, it's 519 feet. That is our longest hole on the course. You can see the view here. The basket will sit basically straight out in front of you, back toward the road there. But we're going to take a little bit of a detour to the left hand side so we can check out the view from the short tee pad. And again, I will apologize for the shakiness of the video. This hole was rather long, so I sped it up a little bit more, and it seemed to make the video even more unstable. And we see the short tee pad here. That one plays 314 feet. And the basket will sit off in the distance just to the left of the guardrail out there that you can see. Again, that's 519 feet from the long tee, 314 feet from the short tee, and it will play as a par 4. And you will see as we approach the basket location, it's fairly close to the road, and the road will play OB behind the basket. And checking out the view back toward the tee pad. Hole 13, par 3, just one tee pad, will be 249 feet. You can see here from the tee pad, you do have two wooden fences that you have to miss right out of the gate. And you can take a path to the right or the left. There's plenty of options on this hole. The road to the right and beyond, the road to the left and beyond will play out of bounds. And on the basket will sit on a little bit of a hill here, making rollaways possible down this left hand side. And we spin around and check out the view back toward the tee pad. Hole 14, par 3, 1 tee pad as well, and it will be 241 feet. View from the tee pad here, the basket will sit off in the distance behind the speed limit sign there. You do have to throw across the road. Anything in the road or to the right will be considered out of bounds. 241 feet, definitely attackable for most divisions. You will want to miss this light pole and this speed limit sign. Make sure you end up inbounds. There's a little bit of tall weeds right behind the basket, so you don't want to go super long. And we will spin around, check out the view back toward the tee pad. Hole 15, par 3. The long tee will play 316 feet. Short tee will play 200 feet. Here's the view from the long tee. All along that right hand side of the fairway. It's pretty grown up. You definitely don't want to end up in there. It will feel like you're in jail for sure. And checking out the view from the short tee right here at just 200 feet. I have a feeling this could be one of the trickier holes on the day. There is a pretty good drop off right behind the basket. So you have to decide if you want to swing it out wide left and maybe putt super far uphill, or if you want to test it and take a chance on going into that mess on the right hand side. Fairly small landing zone here. And you can see the basket location and the cliff behind it. And the view back toward the tee pads. Hole 16, a par 3. The long tee will play at 395 feet. Short tee will be 246. View from the long tees here. You got a little bit of a tunnel shot. The basket will go up that hill and to the right. Once you crest over the top of that hill, it kind of flattens out up top. It will be a blind tee shot. And we see the short tee here at 246 feet. I will apologize for the grass. It is about ankle high. This is a hay field, and I did not have permission to cut the entire field. I did cut a path through it and also cut around the basket, a decent little place. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, but just so you're aware. And as we top over the hill here, you can see the stake for the basket location. And again, it is a blind view from the tee pad. You cannot see the basket, and that's the view back toward the tee pad. Hole 17 will play as a par 4, 432 feet from the long tee, 311 from the short. Here's a view from the long tee here. 432 feet. It does have some elevation here to start with. It goes uphill and then it kind of flattens out, and then when we get toward the basket location, it even goes downhill a little bit there. Short tee here, 311 feet. Definitely some decisions to be made on your upshot here. You can see the two trees that are parallel in the middle of your screen. The basket sits just a little ways behind those. On your upshot, you can choose to go in between those trees. Down at the very bottom, there is some growth and an old fence laying in there, but up top there's quite a bit of area that you could easily get through there. Or you could choose to play it safe and swing it around the left-hand side. Did cut out a little landing zone here. And again, you can see there's a pretty good gap if you decide to shoot in between those trees. And as we round the corner here, you will get a pretty nice view of the Bluestone Park. And there is our basket location again. That's 432 feet from long, 311 from short, par 4. And our view back toward where we tee off. And we finish up hole 18 with a par 3, 206 feet, just one tee pad. Definitely a line to the left or to the right. The basket will sit just a little to the left of that tree you see in the middle of your screen. And you will see as we get closer to the basket location that if you go long of the basket, there is some tall weeds over there that you probably want to avoid if you can. And there you see the location of the basket. And we'll check out the view toward the tee pad. So again, this course does play a little bit short. It's only a 57 par, definitely attackable, scoreable for all divisions. 4,095 feet from short, 5,182 from longs. You can get registered at the by scanning the QR code or by going to the link there. A $40 entry fee gets you 2 rounds of disc golf, lunch, t-shirt, and an entry to win a basket. Can't wait to see you guys on Saturday.